So, I've already started playing. I'll load back into that. This one's a little bit further along, but I figured this would be a pretty good place to more or less start. So let's see. Okay. I just want to make sure it's okay. Alright. New. I'll just build the character more or less the same way and everything, but.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Yeah.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue.
Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
It alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself.
Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Cool. Alright. So I might want to mess with the
Okay,
audio
let's
a
see
little
what
bit
we've
more
got.
in-game.
How are we on time?
Here, I'm gonna do that now. It's more or less the same as what I did. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit more. That should be a little bit better. It's the music that gets super loud.
A little longer. Grab some
Okay.
samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember,
Roger
Dusty,
that.
keep your breathing steady. And never take that helmet off down here.
There's no
Oxygen
oxygen.
processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Few. Hammer! Ease up! Benning! If you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire! Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up! Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
What you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon? Oh, I hear this is the last dig. I'm busy.
Oh, cool.
Got
Thank
anyone
you.
else to bother?
They're ready, boss. Get back up here.
Glad
Come on.
we're off this
It's
ride.
time. You're with me.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Standard read problem.
I don't. Let's go! Ella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything?
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird stuff floating around in the air. It's like... What's that stuff called on the... chart that makes the mountains float? I swear I've seen that before.
Snap out of it!
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Okay, so I know I went with yeah, basically modified this one. Fish. And with have that one for the... Come on. Looks about right. Facial hair. I think I went with that one, roughly. You can make it all sorts of weird colors, I didn't know that. This would have been a little bit more realistic. Teeth. Now. Something like that. I messed around with it for a little bit, and then there's a number of really good ones here. But for me, I just try and find ones that I'm gonna end up picking regardless. So I wouldn't pick boxing. I wouldn't pick gastronomy. This one has some useful ones. Piloting, targeting control systems, and boost pack training. That already allows you to only need one more point to get to the next tier. Then there's not chef. Wellness, that puts you in 3 different sections. Cyber Runner is interesting, but I didn't want to put theft until I knew I'd actually want that, so I was going to more or less play around. I have it sort of set up at this point. Let's see. Stealth. I think theft I have set as my 14th skill point. Along with like wellness and whatnot, is all based on how quickly I end up dying in the game. Cybernetics, I mean, you end up having to get some stuff in science anyways. And then lasers, I mean, you get some pretty decent lasers right off the bat. It's like you can get a good pistol and a good laser immediately. Security is kind of essential. You almost need to have a second level within your first mission, because there's already chests that are too complex for the level 1. So Diplomat has more life, more money and persuasion. Explores kind of interesting, but I think like Diplomat Cyber Runner, Bounty Hunter, Industrialist is an interesting one as well, because that's a good 3 points. This one's also pretty good. You get piloting, which I think you have to blow up 5 ships in order to be able to upgrade to level 2. If you can hear that screaming, it's my daughter, who's not happy she just came back from the park. Okay. So more or less just avoid anything that has sort of, I don't know, useless skills. I don't know if they're necessarily useless, but there's more efficient things for healing, and you seem to get a lot of them sort of thrown at you in general right from the get-go. I haven't even, I think, died once, or maybe I did. I was fighting some weird alien on the first stop, but you couldn't kill it. It was like your shots didn't do anything. But there's like some points that that you don't really need a whole lot of that from the get-go. But being able to get your piloting upgraded as soon as possible, because you kind of need certain criteria. I personally wanted to do, get to the point where I'm building my own starships, and the bigger starships sooner than later, but I also wanted to sort of do, I don't know, sort of like business and everything. So my focus is starship and making money. I don't want anything that's gonna require, the use of knives. But scavenging and stealth is interesting. Sculptor, not so much. Actually, yeah, that one's okay. You get persuasion, additional materials from the rocks, and medicine. Soldier comes with boost pack. Ballistics and fitness. I almost went with this one. There was this one, and this one. So Soldier, Space Scoundrel, File Not Found, and then up the top, Bounty Hunter and Cyber Runner. But I think I went with Space Scoundrel. Just because it had persuasion and piloting at the same time, and I figured I'd put the first point into the jump pack, and then anything like if I want to get more points for carrying or more HP, it will just add to that as needed. So this gave me what I felt was most stuff, but I'm not going to be putting a lot of stuff into the weapons. Like that's kind of a lower priority, along with the physical stuff. Like those are just sort of as needed. I'm more focused on the social, the science and the technology. So I was space scoundrel. I didn't want to have a huge bill. Empath, Freestar. I wasn't sure how difficult it would be to get people to follow you, like a pack mule. So I think I went with this one. Kids stuff, 2% versus 125,000. And then I didn't want to pick anything that was going to sort of force me. Occasionally, if you have crew trained in a certain ship system, that system will automatically repair itself to full health whenever it's damaged below. Yeah, that's like random. Terra Firma. Can't combine it. And then I saw this one in someone else's video about, you know, having random encounters where you're being attacked. That seemed cool to me, because that just means you have access to some more gear. So I think these were the three I went with, if I'm not mistaken. And then sure. My other characters just smash. Okay, finish. Enter. They, them, he. Huh.
Almost forgot about your application. The one note I had on your file was troublemaker.
Oh no.
Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
There was this light and music. It was incredible, like a dream or a vision. Everything's a blank after I went into that tunnel. What is that thing? It was incredible, like a dream or a vision.
Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins kicking in when you passed out. Don't go having an experience on me.
Oh, I'm so
You'll walk it
sorry.
off. More importantly, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil. Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there.
I
Same
never
with
looked around
Constellation.
here.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them.
Whoa, you don't look good.
Oh, I don't? Thanks. Here, I'll take this tape. That tape. You guys have anything
You got a few
else?
more digs to go before I feel like talking to you.
Oh, cool, thanks.
You alright? Need some coffee or something? Got a
Yeah.
packet around here somewhere.
I'm just looking for a gun.
This has been a good run. You lucked out being picked up for this one.
I did.
Just trying to get through my shift.
Ooh.
Heller putting that first aid seminar to work on you, huh?
Space nursuit? Cool. Cheddar snacks. Cool. A magnet? Oh. For crafting. Snack. Ping pong ball. Tweezers. Personal groomer. Let's see. Thermos. Digipick. Dish rag. Oh. I wonder if they put anything in it anywhere around here. Oh yeah, there's some med packs. Tissues. Injector. Pill bottle. Pill bottle. Skincare. Cosmetic supply. I don't know if
What?
there's-
Ah, I'm working.
Oh, I'm sorry. That actually. Drink pack. Skin cream. Hmm. Oh. There's credits. Wire spool. Sports drink. Space Avenger suit. Can't use this computer. Not anything else useful anywhere around here.
Not interested. Whatever it is.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Zero wire.
Supervisor's log. It's day 2 of Argus Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestar Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. Site setup was fairly painless. New record for us. 18 hours, including the elevator. The prefabs are starting to show their age, though. Time to rebudget for new equipment. Again. The crew is good. Spirits are high enough. Hella is a pain.
Oh, sure. Just take my stuff. All yours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How'd they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlets?
Yeah, that's what happened. Great response. Let's see. Shake sample bottle. Lemon. Cooler.
Lynn sure seems to like you. Guess she would know, being the boss and all.
You're lucky. I've been with some outfits that didn't even bother packing medical.
You got somewhere else to be?
Yeah, I do. Thanks for reminding me. I was hoping I could find something else.
Supervisor's log supplemental. Still day 2 of Argos Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestar Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. As far as anyone knows, this is just another ore run. Vectera's got enough mid-level veins to keep everyone working and not asking questions. I've told Heller everything he needs to know, which is pretty much everything I know. That this is another one of Barrett's special orders. He made good with the payment for Kazal, even if it was a bust. This time, I'm not so sure. This place is giving me the willies. I think we're going to find something. I just have no idea what it could be, or why Barrett might want it. But those sweet Constellation credits mean we dig our holes and keep our mouths shut. And I'm okay with that. Hopefully, between Barrett's mysterious thing and the ore itself, we'll be done with this rock in 5 days, when the transport is supposed to come back for extraction.
Steve, airlock. Put your helmet on.
Barrett?
Man!
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no Barrett. Not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? Well, you could say that the infinite possibilities of the universe are full of everything but coincidences.
Well, you could call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I'd lost them.
Barrett?
That was friendly fire for sure. Anyways, there's a bunch of geared stuff that you can get right here.
Did you see Lynn? Ran straight at those pirates like it was nothing.
Is that all of them? I think it is. We went up on the ship too.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Well, Barrett.
Now that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right?
Yep.
That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
Oh. Whoa. I didn't ask her. I think those damn moons signed me up. What is Constellation?
You ever
anyways?
stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
If they can tell me what the artifact of yours is, I'm in.
Marvelous.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
Cool. Thanks for everything, Lynn.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Oh. It's a watch.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
Nope. What exactly did we dig up?
They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
What exactly did we dig up?
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help.
Okay. You're giving me your ship?
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception, since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
Oh.
See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out. Come on. You really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now.
Yeah, alright.
And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
We're still in one piece. Oh god, I'm gonna throw up.
Well, you better take your helmet off.
Captain, I I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
Is there a speed value on these? Space underwear. Beryllium.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you. Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way. Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
Let's do this!
I didn't realize I was in scanner mode. That's dumb.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way. Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, it'll be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline. Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains. Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain. orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way. Ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, they'll be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right.
I think I know what I did. I'll practice it more, but
damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
Grab shot! Not like we're running.
If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
okay, Davey.
Two more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
I'm taking you down.
Yeah. keep that. We're organized. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back.
Far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Yeah? Yeah, it should be out there. I only have the one in here.